You know something? Here's the truth about Stephen Harper. He's as mild and as ordinary as most Canadians, except he has a much bigger brain and he works much harder.
This is a message from the Emergency Public Warning System. This is not Rex Murphy. This is not a test. Toronto Mayor and right-wing demagogue Rob Ford has declared war on Toronto City workers. This is not Toronto-centered paranoia. Rob Ford is colluding with the Harper government to smash labour rights in Canada. The upcoming battle between Toronto City workers and Rob Ford will be the most pivotal labour struggle for this generation of Canadians. If workers lose here, they will lose everywhere. Ronald Reagan's firing of air traffic controllers in 1981 set the scene for the destruction of the US labour movement. The Harper government's attacks on the rights of Post Office and Air Canada workers to strike is a signal that it is open season on unions in Canada. Harper has said that Ford is his envoy in Toronto.
Rob is doing something very important that needs to be done here. He is cleaning up the NDP mess here in Toronto. That's great. He started cleaning up the mess, the left-wing mess federally in this area. Rob's doing it municipally.
Ford was elected on lies repeated endlessly by the Toronto corporate media. He borrowed against his family fortune to fund his campaign. He promised to stop the gravy train without cutting services. There is no gravy train. Ford is pushing deep cuts to services. Ford was elected on lies.
You make a promise to taxpayers today that you will not cut services by the amount of money that you're paying.
I will assure you services will not be cut. I will guarantee it. I just laid it out as simply as I could. You have a copy of it. Services are not being affected. Guaranteed.
Ford paid corporate mercenaries KPMG $3 million to rationalize which services to slash. 2,300 city jobs are on the block. Transit services will be cut. Pools will be closed. Library hours will be cut. But despite the declining crime rate, $170 million will be spent on new police facilities. This is the only gravy in Toronto. Rob Ford actually wants to reduce the number of elected officials and use the money to pay for more cops.
My goal is to have police officers in every school, eventually. And they're going to say, well, where are you going to find the savings? Like I said, we can find the savings cutting the number of councillors from 44 to 22.
Toronto is a great city because the public and private sectors are currently balanced. Ford's starve the beast tactics will change Toronto from New York run by the Swiss to Cleveland run by the Tea Party. Ford's privatization plans know no bounds. He even plans to sell off hundreds of public housing units and a city beset by homelessness. His solution to homelessness is more police and Harper mega prisons. This is a message from the Emergency Public Warning System. Class war will break out in Toronto in early 2012. Prepare yourself and your loved ones. This is not Rex Murphy.